the question I had was, as you presented, CPA prep material can be very expensive. I mean, Becker for all 4 cards is $3,000. Are y'all going to have any types of costs for it? Because I mean, you have to have some type of CPA material. How are you going to do the cost?
It's totally free because the reason we say that we have some mentors that they already passed the exam, so they have the material that we can share. Especially the group like kind of small, like 15 people. So some of them may have a book, but not all of us have to buy the book and go to the class. It's not like class. It's just like a group study we can share.
Okay.
This project is basically to share the information we have and discuss the problem. So sharing is comes before the discussion.
Excellent question. So feel free to ask questions to specify or clarify anything of what they've shared, or y'all can also share a suggestion, a tip. Have you thought about this? Or maybe they might have brought up an issue earlier about mentors. Maybe if you have an idea on if this was done, that could be helpful. That could work as well. Okay, any other comments? All right. Why don't y'all go ahead?
Yeah.
So just do a couple. You don't have to say every comment, but maybe just pick 3 comments. Yeah, go ahead.
You begin with a video. It's vivid and attract audience attention. Yeah, and the first student, you stand on the right place. You don't have my version on the screen, but others will stand too close to the screen, so I can't see some words on the notebook. Yeah. And first student, sorry, I don't know her name.
Names are important.
Just give Ruby.
Ruby, okay. At the beginning, you have some interaction with the audience, and the audience gives you feedback. The whole process is spontaneous, and I like that part. Thank you.
Great job. Thank you. All right. Any other, maybe one feedback from that group? One more person? You want to just give 1 point? Go ahead, Jimmy.
There should be a feedback for the presentation.
Yeah, so the present. Either is fine.
And I also think the video attract the audience, and Ruby use storytelling about her own story, and they apply a lot of class knowledge to their projects. I think that's very well.
Excellent application. Okay, last comment from that group. Just one comment. Go ahead, Amanda.
Also, they have the takeaway for us, so we can catch the point they want to give us, and also they create the flyers, so they can easy to share this information for coming to you.
Yes, that was very helpful. They told us what the takeaways were, and great job going beyond with the flyers. All right, Ted, did you have one comment? Go ahead.
Matt?
Of course.
Oh, sure. I want to talk something else. I saw that when Mr. Chang Liu,
You got the name. Good job.
when he did the speech, maybe make some mistake or forgot something. But for our audience, we also need to show our professionalism. We shouldn't laugh or do something to interrupt me. So that's the point.
Thank you, Ted. That is very, very important. That's a good reminder for all of us. And how can we, maybe not just laughing, but there's always things that we can do to better be attentive so that we can be encouraging and supportive and treat others as how we want to be treated, right?
Because most of us will make mistakes.
Yes, that's normal. Yeah, don't be afraid of making the errors or the mistakes. It's more about what do we do in the process of responding when we do make a mistake. That's okay. We want to create an environment that we're supporting each other and we're encouraging each other. So thank you so much for that point, Ted. All right, from the group, from the class, go ahead, Estelle.
I would like to say you guys did a great job. Great fuzzy and great connection between class knowledge and to our project. And Ruby did a great start with the warm greeting first. And then I think Wen-Jing, right? Wen-Jing did a great job with moving around and pointing out the things on the slide so that audience could focus on what she's talking about.
Yes, excellent point, Estelle. All right. Any other comments from the group? No more comments. And over here, how about let's try the XYZ? Any?
If we exam ourselves, like, because I didn't know that we only have 12 minutes per presentation. I thought that we have 15 minutes. So when you say 12 minutes, so I have to tell them like, cut your part a little bit. So it kind of makes them nervous. So that's the thing.
Okay. That's an excellent takeaway. We might be in situations where what we prepared for does not match what the reality is. So an important takeaway is how can we think on our feet to know how to either make content more concise or maybe elaborate. So that's a good point. Okay, any last comments?
I didn't prepare well, so when I present, I'm a little bit nervous. So, I don't.
Didn't she do a good job though?
Yes.
She had really good energy and a great smile, and her voice was very well projected.
Yes.
So we think you did a good job. But yes, we could always do better and practice more. There's somebody in here that practiced for the presentation last week 30 times in the mirror, and I was very impressed, and he did an excellent job. So practicing does help. Okay, and he wrote out a script ahead of time. So, and when he presented, it did not look like he was memorizing a script. So that's very excellent. Okay, last comment from the group.
I think that was like really hard work because like we created the slide and then the Facebook page and then the email, all that stuff. So,
Yes, you guys went beyond. You guys definitely went beyond. So great job. Okay. Well, they already pretty much said most of the comments. So overall, just some other items here. You did a great connection with the client in linking. You established the problem, but you also said, the projects, these are projects that are making our brains work. And that's what I appreciate with any time when you're trying to add value. So y'all did a great job with that, Ruby. You started off very confidently and welcome to class. And she said, how's everybody doing? So usually that's good courtesy to respond briefly. That's okay. Okay, so it is encouraging for you too. Oh.
you always ask that question, so I learned from you.
Oh, well, we learn from each other, and I have to say, it does make a difference when somebody, this is something that one of my bosses, he said his weak point was that whenever he wanted somebody to do some work for him, he never said, how are you doing, how's your day? He just said, can you do this for me? And he realized that that was really damaging on the relationships. So he started to work on it, and he actually forced himself to, every time before he told somebody, I need you to do this, he actually started saying, how's your day, how are you? In the beginning, it's a little forced, but it became more natural, and he liked it better, and he appreciated people who did it more. So it makes a big difference. And I do have to say, the dean of the school, Monica Powell, she does that. Before she asks you about what the project is, she says, how are you, how's your day, how are you doing? So it goes a long way. Okay, so great job. Steve Roy, you had a great start. You said, what is this project for? You asked questions. You targeted the audience very well. You had a good pace. You can project your voice a little bit more, both you and Ruby, but overall we can hear you, so that's good. You said you need help, you can ask for help. That's good in that giving us a hypothetical situation. You had a great smile. You said food and drinks. That always gets people, so knowing what attracts people is good. And then you said, are you interested in learning more? And that helped connect us to the next speaker very well. You caught our attention. So very, very good. Your voice was good. Maybe just enunciate a little bit more so it's clearer, but overall we heard you very well. So great job. Yo Chang. Is that right? Yo Chang? Okay. You did very well. Relax a little bit because you have good content. You had a lot of good points that you made. You talked about linking. You said you had an excellent example. You said this connecting with these professionals made me apply how to write business emails. Okay, so anytime that you can make an application is very helpful. So good job with that. Watch out for where you stand with the slides so that when you're looking back, you're not always turning away from the audience. You want to stand somewhere where you know the information enough where you're just looking at it a little bit and then you can be facing the audience at the same time. Okay? Notes are okay to use for the class. Notes are okay. Just be careful that it's not distracting for the class. So that's why usually people, when they use little note cards, people don't really see it as much, okay? So y'all can go ahead and use that instead of large sheets of paper, just so it's not distracting. And overall, you did well. Be confident and smile a little bit more. You had good eye contact when you did look at us, right? See, he has a good smile. so be confident. You did a good job. Lee, we already commented on you. You did a great job. Okay, great smile. Very professional, right? You started off very, very professionally, and you did a good job in telling us who your professionals were. You put their pictures on there. You told us what you learned from them, and you said, oh, the professors brought us the point. The mentor might not be that difficult if you connect with other organizations like CEO Global, etc. That's a good example of synergy. Okay, you guys don't have to reinvent the wheel, meaning start everything from scratch. What can you pull from other organizations? And overall, you had good eye contact. Just relax a little bit more, but you had a great smile. Shuwei, you said awesome. That made us laugh. You don't remember that? She said awesome. And she said, however, this is such a pity. Okay, she presented situations, but then she also put us in situations where we could feel like she can relate to us. That's a good skill. Okay, empathy. Good job paraphrasing. Overall, your slides are very well done in that it's not too much information and you're only referring to it briefly and paraphrasing more. So you're very conversational, very natural, so that's very good. So also, she did something very well. She addressed what the audience might anticipate, or she anticipated what the audience might have a question about. She said, would mentors be a problem? Well, we actually thought that maybe it's not, and she proposed a solution. Okay, so that's an excellent skill to anticipate what others might ask. And overall, great job. Smile. Actually, you had a really good smile. Just relax a little bit, but overall, you did great. Lastly, Wenjing, you concluded very, very well. You had tons of great information. Very professional. Just smile a little bit more, but she summarized very, very well. It was very clear. We are very impressed with your flyer and your Facebook page. You went way beyond and you thought about the takeaways. And in the end, she said, what are you waiting for? So that's a very good strategy to get us excited. So overall, very, very well done group. Last comments? Okay, if not, let's give them a hand. Good job.